yard, nigga.
Bro, I moved to Harlem. Well, I always went to school in Harlem. So at the age of 6 until 8th grade till about 13, I went to school in Harlem. I went to St. Anne's High School. St. Anne's Elementary School, which is across the street from 1199, where I also lived there for a few years while I went back and forth to school, and on the weekends I went back to the Bronx and shit like that because my cousin Dave and my aunt Viola lived over there.
Right.
So I always got a taste of Harlem since I was younger, from the east side, and then later on venturing to the west side when I actually had to move to Harlem. But when I had to make the move to Harlem, where I stayed and lived in Harlem, I would say that was about age 12. 7th and 8th grade, right before I graduated. And yeah, my coming of age in Harlem was a little bit different because you got to learn so much and you got to learn the layout. And it's
Quick too.
It's a little bit different from the Bronx, and then the environment I came from in the Bronx, from the part of the Bronx I came from, Harlem was way faster. So I was on 237th and Furman White Plains Road, and at that time I was the only black family in the whole Italian neighborhood, and I found out who John Gotti was at a very early age, like age 9. You know, but Harlem was definitely different, man. Just the whole learning process. I tell people the story all the time. When my grandmother, I moved with my grandmother. She lived in Taft Projects on 112th and 5th Avenue, which is across the street from Foster Projects. One of my best friends in the whole wide world, my cousin Doe, he was a project baby. He was tough as nails and shit like that. So when I first moved in, and he would come to my building to get me and walk me back to his building. I can remember me calling him one day, yo, come get me. He like, but I'm not coming to get you no more, nigga. You here now, you gotta figure this shit out. Walk your ass through the project, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, you gotta tighten up out here. He was talking mega shit to me tough, like nigga, this ain't that time. And we early, this is 12 years old, 11 years old, like.
Right.
And I made that walk through the projects by myself. That was one of the scariest, toughest things that I did in my life. That little walk from my project building to his project building, and from there, it opened me up. You heard? I learned how to navigate, like really at that age when we started really coming outside and shit like that.
Gotcha.
And I grew up in a notorious hood, a notorious neighborhood. If you know anything about Foster, you heard?
Spin the yard, nigga.